Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to jump on here real quick and help to answer the question is what's happening today, the riots, the virus, the sickness in the world, God's punishment to humanity. And I just want to kind of change that and think about it in this sense um, that it can be. We know that God gave plagues in Egypt to Pharaoh's day, and we kind of correspond the two with modern day situations. And so let's think about it like this, though, because the Bible has a lot to say about punishment, consequences. And so think about yourself as a parent and think about you giving your child a little toy, and your child decides to bang it up, your child decides to break it, and you know your child's going to do this, and you know your child is not responsible, but yet you give it to them. You give them a cheap toy because it's okay if they break the cheap toy. But you don't give them the expensive toy until they're older, until they're more responsible. Well, you see, God has given us things to deal with that are easy and practical to practice. Kindness is practical to practice. That can be easy. Loving others, not doing wrong against others. But yet we can't even take care of the simple things that God tells us to do, the easy things that God tells us to do. And it's not God's fault that we go out and we mess up this world. It is our fault because we show that we want to live irresponsibly. Maybe we like to bang the stuff around that God gives us, the responsibility. Maybe we like to throw it out because we like a mess. And so therefore we begin to live in a mess. And I think that's where we are in our world today, is that we're living in the mess that we created. You see, the punishment of God is far worse than a virus and a riot. The punishment of God is more severe. You see, hell is a great punishment, and it is set up for those who are against God, who live contrary to God, the woman who is against God, the man who is against God, the person who is in rebellion against God. So if you think that these consequences that we have created are the punishment of God, believe me, you are mistaken. The wrath of God is coming, and it is against those who are against him, who have rejected him and spit on his face and continue to try to crucify him in the manner in which he did not deserve. And so our response is our responsibility. And God loves us enough to give us the second, third, and fourth chance that we so eagerly desire when we come to the realization of our responsibility. And again, science would agree for every action is a reaction, and the Christian faith would agree that, whatever we do, there's going to be a response to what we do. The same is going to happen in politics. The same is going to happen in your neighborhood. The same is going to happen in your home. And so when you think about if what's happening now is a punishment of God, rethink that question in these simple ways. And also consider Romans chapter 1. There is a time where God gave people away to their own lust. He let them go. He let them do what they wanted to do and to experience the consequences of what they were doing. And so think about that. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and let's help make the world a better place one day at a time.